Kemp is suing Atlanta's mayor to stop the city from enforcing a mask mandate and other coronavirus orders he says are too restrictive. NBC News correspondent Blayne Alexander joins me now from Atlanta. Blayne, let's just start off right with why did the judge recuse herself? What do we know so far? Excuse me.
Well, Savannah, it's kind of a strange twist. It's not just one judge now, but two judges that have now recused themselves from this case. We just found that out within the past few minutes or so. So the first judge this morning, the recusal came down really just as those arguments were getting ready to start, just within about an hour and a half or so before those arguments were getting ready to start. That was done because the judge didn't want to have any illusions or anything that looked improper with that case. But the second judge, we found out, recused themselves as well because they were the inspector general under Governor Brian Kemp when he served as Secretary of State here in Georgia. So now the case is on its third judge, but it all comes back to this back and forth that we're seeing here in Georgia between the Republican governor of the state and the Democratic mayor of Atlanta over whether or not people should be required to wear masks in Atlanta. The mayor says yes. She says that science and data drive her decisions, and she says because the numbers are going up, they're going in the wrong direction, and because health experts have said that masks can help slow the spread of COVID-19, she's going to require that. But the governor, he says that while he does believe that masks are necessary, he encourages people to wear them. He says that he believes a mandate goes a step too far. The other thing that he said about this is that he's also trying to block the city from enforcing any sort of orders that are more or less restrictive than what he's put in place because he says that he wants uniformity across the state with policies. Savannah.
All right, so Blayne, what happens next here in this case? Where does it go from here, especially now that we know that these two judges have recused themselves?
So what we were going to hear today was a hearing on an emergency injunction. This was essentially the governor's office filing to block the mayor from enforcing that mask mandate while the actual lawsuit snaked its way through court. So we're waiting to see where that lawsuit goes. Now, the state has actually, like we said, it's on the third judge now in this. And so we're expecting that it could come back in a courtroom anytime soon.
Thanks for the update on that, Blayne. And now while I've got you, I've got to ask about coronavirus cases in Georgia, where you are right now. The state recording 24,000 new infections on Monday. What are health officials saying about that?
Sure, and 2,400 new cases, more than 2,400 new cases yesterday in a single day. And the numbers are high. You know, health officials have said that, look, they're going the wrong direction. If you look at the 7-day moving average here in Georgia at the beginning of July versus what we saw back in April, that number has increased significantly. So, yes, those numbers are going in the wrong direction. You know, Governor Kemp has said that he's put measures into place. He said certainly he hasn't mandated masks. He says that he's not for that, but he's done other things like capping groups of people gathering at 50 in public places, mandating social distancing, urging people to wash their hands, to wear masks, to do things like that. He says that he believes that that will turn the numbers around and get them back toward what we saw earlier this year. But again, we're seeing, local leaders around the state of Georgia who say they have to go a step further. So that's why you're seeing not just Atlanta, but other local leaders also mandating masks as well. Savannah.
Thank you so much, Blayne. Also, girl, I got to say, you don't miss a beat, even while you're battling those gnats or mosquitoes or whatever it is out there you're having to swat away. So thanks for sticking it out for us out there.
Georgia heat and the gnats come out when it gets hot. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.